Before I would hurt a child, I would slit my wrists. I would never hurt a child. These are totally false. I was outraged. I could never do something like that.
Michael Jackson could be on the verge of becoming the next canceled artist of 2019, following the HBO documentary Leaving Neverland. The documentary gives disturbing details of sexual assault by alleged victims James Safechuck and Wade Robinson at the hands of the King of Pop.
If they ever found out what we were doing, he and I would go to jail for the rest of our lives.
Secrets will eat you up. You feel so alone.
I want to be able to speak the truth as loud as I had to speak the lie for so long.
Through all of Jackson's controversies, his fan base has remained steady. Michael Jackson impersonator Joby Rogers has stayed loyal to Jackson for 35 years.
The first time Michael Jackson was accused of inappropriate behavior, like everyone, I was shocked, but I also know that a lie travels halfway around the world while the truth is still tying its shoes. And I know better than to believe what I see on TV in the first 5 seconds. Regarding the recent documentary, I am completely suspect of that. Both the gentlemen in the documentary testified under oath as adults for Michael Jackson that nothing inappropriate ever happened.
Most of us expected the sales to drop. I don't know if we expected it to be a dramatic drop, but I don't know. We expected to see some kind of difference, and I was surprised I didn't really notice that at all. He's too big to be canceled entirely, and he's such a part of so many people's lives.
I don't know. I'm leaning more against that he's not a pedophile because he was in trial and he was proven innocent. So if he was proven innocent, and he's not here to defend himself right now, so we really have no basis besides what they're saying.
I don't like to make assumptions. I'm unhappy about a lot of this stuff, but I also don't know until we find out what's really up. I take allegations seriously, and I take false allegations seriously.
Well, I actually love Michael Jackson. I don't really care about like what came out in like the documentary that they just put out, but I always loved his music. With the boys, I just feel like they didn't come from like the right families, like they weren't guided correctly, because it's like, how could you let something like that happen to you? How could their parents even let them be around men that's older than them and not like question anything? I
was born to a single mom in the projects in Connecticut, so there weren't a lot of opportunities for any of us. You know, our world was just as big as the few streets that the projects were on. In '84, when I first started performing, at that point, I never thought that Michael Jackson would be the vehicle to get me out of there and get me around the world.
Joby has performed in every state in the U.S. and in 13 countries. He says impersonating Michael Jackson has allowed him to continue his legacy for the fans.
When Michael Jackson passed, all his fans kind of drifted to the tribute artist for some kind of comfort. So I appreciate that, and I understand that when I perform. So getting a chance to go out to the audience and hug people and get up close and personal, and people crying, and it's really quite emotional.
The self-proclaimed king of R&B finally forced to face the music.
There are allegations that Chris Brown assaulted Rihanna.
Actor Kevin Spacey appeared in court Monday.
The Me Too era is making a case to cancel artists due to sexual misconduct allegations against them. Unlike other artists, Michael Jackson is dead, leaving some wanting to let him rest with his legacy.
So, June 2009, I was not watching TV at that point. It was still kind of early. And got a phone call, or text, I'm sorry, that said, turn the TV on. So I turned on the television, and there it was. And it was, well, unbelievable.
Can Michael Jackson be canceled? According to his fans and record sales, probably not.
If you were to go back in the history of rock and roll and the past of rock and roll into personal lives, I think we'd be listening to polka music.